Welcome back. River Talk rolls on. Cool things you can do with the shoebox and how it has changed the world. That and a whole lot more coming up. Right now, though, how to speak Southern. Put on that hat, Deacon.
Yeah, buddy, let's do it. Let's get her done, son.
Let's get her done.
All right.
That's a copyrighted phrase from Larry the Cable Guy.
That's
be
right.
Careful there.
Well, I can use it because I'm speaking Southern.
Oh, that's
that
right.
boy does redneck jokes.
That's
so this
right
all
there.
kind of plays together.
That's
you see what I'm
right.
saying?
Get her done here. That's
All
a good
right,
thing
here's
there, Deacon.
our word for today. For you northern folks who may have established yourself down here in this particular area of the South, we want to teach you how to speak like us. Our word for today is darling. D-O-L-L-I-N. Darling. Yeah, that's another term of endearment.
A term of endearment.
Southern men call almost all women darling.
All right. Yeah.
Even though they have met only maybe a few minutes before, they're still going to be called darling. Every pretty girl down here is a darling.
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah. You talking about a darling. We got an interview with one of my good buddies. He's a darling of a fella.
Oh, okay. You
Yeah.
had me worried there for a second.
Yeah, old Dale. His boy's name's Dale. He's one of them Kershaw boys. Yes, he speaks Southern.
That's right, I do.
Hey, Dale Reeves.
Hey,
He's
good
a
morning.
man.
How you been?
I've been fine.
Awesome.
How have y'all been?
I'm good. I'm great. I'm thinking the holidays are sneaking up on me. And here comes that green and red box. I'm sure that we'll be seeing those
It's
at
that time of year.
churches and businesses over
A bunch of churches.
Yeah. This is a good deal.
Yeah,
Tell us a little bit, though, about what is Operation Christmas Child.
Well, Operation Christmas Child is a project started about 25 years ago through Samaritans Purse, and it provides gifts for less fortunate kids throughout the world, and many kids never even received a gift. I've talked to some that their only gift was a rock. So they receive these gifts, and we can
rock?
go through this. in
there
just
wasn't
a
even
little
a
bit.
pet rock, just a rock.
Just our
Just a
plane
regular
rock.
rock.
Wasn't even see, well, like maybe what, Afghanistan or?
Well, all over Central
Yeah, a
America,
rock.
Southeast Asia, all over the world. So we're in over 130 countries, and we have volunteers, probably 250,000 volunteers in those countries that help not only give the boxes out, but also help to share, the word of Christ and through the boxes. So that's what the boxes are for. The main gift is a spiritual gift, and most of these people don't have any hope. And I've been to several places, and they don't have anything.
There's a lady that's involved locally in your organization, and when she was a kid in the old Eastern Bloc, she actually received a box. From,
Okay, is that
Samaritans
Tanya?
Purse. Yeah, I think
Yep.
it might be, yeah.
Yeah, we might can get her on here one morning.
She
That
has
would
a
be
great story, but she goes
yeah.
around, and the neat thing is that you guys do an educational thing where you can get a lot in depth and do some special programs. and
Yeah,
stuff.
she can come speak, and they are very powerful
Sure.
speakers. I tell you what, they call full circle speakers who have received a shoebox and then somehow ended up here, maybe working for Samaritans Purse, or I think in her case she's a teacher now. But they have very powerful stories.
Well, how did you get plugged in?
Well, I started with them working in their processing center about 4 or 5 years ago, and I've done some disaster relief for Samaritans Purse, and they're actually here in Myrtle Beach right now and be here for probably another year or so, lifting houses over in the Rosewood area of Soccer State. What they do is they come in, and they not only get the houses set up, they help these people get back on their feet. So there's no charge. It's all free, and like I said, they'll be here for another year with that.
I know you're heavily involved in churches, but anybody that's watching the show, you can get your business, you can get your
Oh, yeah.
your
We love to
scout
have
group,
businesses,
whatever.
groups. We got community groups. We got churches. It's great. We have Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, Fellowship of Christian Athletes groups. So any group can do this. And if you want to give back, give to someone who does not have anything, it'd be great.
So now, what would they do? Would they say collect around the business, around the office or whatever, and get it?
There's many different ways. Just as an individual, we've got this box here. We went and shot for this box the other day, and they hygiene items, clothing, toothbrushes. Only thing you can't put in there anything that would spoil the box or damage the box, liquids and those kind of things. We got school supplies. Many kids cannot go to school if they don't have a pencil. Believe it or not, you cannot go to school in some countries if you don't have the pencil and paper.
Sure.
And so there's a lot of pencils and paper in there. Just anything that would help the kid.
Right. So it's just, but as long as it fits in the box, right?
That's correct.
Right.
And this box here is tremendously
That's full.
filled because this goes in here, and as long as we can get it shut, we'll do that. And what'll happen is there's drop-off locations. We have 11 in Orion, Georgetown County. We have over 150 churches and over 20-something community groups. And they'll drop these off. They'll go to the processing center, and they'll be inspected. And just to make sure they're safe, you can't put anything like war items or camouflage, anything be dangerous to the kid.
Right.
So they're inspected. They put in a shipping container, sent to Charleston, sent all over the world. We have a distribution center in over 130 different countries. And they go to outreach events where the gospel is presented and the kids get these boxes. And it's just, if you've never seen any of the videos, you should go
make
look
you
at some
cry,
of the videos.
Deacon.
I know,
I
man.
don't like to cry.
Well, no.
It'll sure put the tears in your eyes.
It will.
Let me ask you this: do you put little small Bibles in there, like those little Bibles?
Well,
are you allowed to do that? I mean,
yeah.
since,
Yeah, you are.
So
I
many
did
religions.
last year.
Did you?
But the Gideons
Yeah.
already do a lot of that anyway. going
Right.
into the
I thought they
areas, but-
mainly stuck with hotels and motels. I didn't know they contributed to boxes. That's great.
In fact, some local Gideons
good.
were just in New York City last
good.
week handing out Bibles.
Well, the kids actually get a chance to go through a discipleship program after it's over with. It's a 12-lesson discipleship program, and at the end, they get a Bible.
Right, okay.
They get a Bible.
That's
They
great,
get go through the 12 lessons and show how to learn about God, and then also spread that message in that area. So it's about 1 out of every 6 kids that goes through the greatest journeys, what that discipleship program's called, makes a decision for Christ.
That's cool.
So if you've done 6 boxes over the last few years or at one time, then you've made help a kid make a decision for Christ.
Man, that's great.
Oh, it's beautiful.
We got because I'm plugged into a Baptist church over at the beach, and we just had a little Christmas party gathering where we packed boxes one Saturday. Got together and got a Chick-fil-A platter and brought some covered dish stuff and just packed up boxes. Cool thing is that there's a little form you can put in there. Sometimes the kid that gets it will communicate back with you. Which
Well,
is
it's
kinda
good
nice.
to because many kids don't feel any love at all. I mean, believe it or not, even in their own family. And so it's good to put a note in there. Good to put a picture in there. Your email address, somewhere they can contact you. That does not mean they'll be able to, but a lot of times
Right.
they will. But sometimes it's the first form of love they ever feel.
That's a great
Yeah,
idea.
it helps you. I mean,
Yeah.
because even when I start thinking about what would I get a boy, but they've got like suggestions for age groups.
Oh, yeah.
and
It's divided into 3 different age groups.
I got
2
out of the comfort zone last year and
Did
just pack boxes for girls.
Most of your older ones are the
That
ones
was tricky.
that most don't get it. So ages are 2 to 4, 5 to 9, and 10 to 14, either a boy or girl. So like you said, there are suggestions what you can get, but anything you can get in that box, especially school items, clothing, and we also do like wow items, like a soccer ball. If you put a deflated soccer ball in there, a tiny pump, a boy that would get that would
Oh, he'd be the hero of
man.
the block. Can
No
you
kidding.
imagine?
of the country.
Yeah, that's great stuff.
Well, now, how many boxes have you sent out over the years? I mean, do you have some kind of a calculation?
Over the last 25 years, over 165 million shoeboxes.
Tremendous. Good
And last
grief.
year in Orion, Georgetown County, it was over 23,000 shoeboxes
Whoa.
just from this area right
That
here.
is
That's awesome.
fantastic.
It is.
This is the stuff that a lot of folks don't think about. Everybody does their daily life thing, and then they get ready for Christmas, get ready for all the holidays, but they don't think about just something as simple as this, which means so much to some child overseas.
Well, it can change
or whatever.
communities, really.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
mean,
happens. The
this
community,
is-
starts growing, and they start planting churches, and it
Yeah.
just makes a tremendous difference.
Wow, this is fantastic, man. What a great idea. And it's been around for a long time. But see, like I say, a lot of people don't really think about it until usually the holidays. Now, what about year-round? Do you do anything year-round with
Well,
the-
we have year-round volunteers, and we
Right.
have, I think we have like probably 11 or 12 year-round volunteers in the area, and they're just getting logistically things ready to get out all these shoe
Right.
boxes and make relationships with churches and get more churches involved, and just it's a year-round
Have you
thing.
corresponded with anybody yourself? Have you ever talked to anyone, any kid from overseas? That maybe
I have. I've talked to several.
Have you?
Talked to one girl. She was a speaker at one of the processing centers, and she was in a home, and she had to share her toothbrush with 50 other people.
Holy cow.
Whoa.
Can you imagine that?
Nice.
And she actually ended up getting a scholarship, play soccer here, and now she coaches.
I won't even share a cup with my wife. Drinking behind anybody.
But she's here now, and she's a coach in Atlanta with the FCA Soccer. So most of these countries love soccer. You know, that's
Sure.
they call it football. But
Well, that's right. It's a good idea to put
so
a
soccer ball
deflated
is
soccer
a
ball
great
in there.
wow gift.
Yeah.
Really it is.
Right.
For boys or girls. So.
And so, as far as foodstuffs, anything that doesn't
No food, no
food,
seeds.
no
you know.
food at all.
If anything that gets
Right.
caught up in customs, you know,
Right.
we send millions
Right.
of boxes. They go through every box.
Oh,
so,
yeah, right.
Customs can be a problem, so we try to stay away from anything that can break, spoil the box, food, toothpaste, even toothpaste. They won't allow toothpaste.
Yeah.
Toothbrushes, but no toothpaste.
well, that's great. Nice
So-
to have a toothbrush and no toothpaste.
So
That's sweet.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Locally, where could someone that's, can get info here in this area?
well, they can contact me if we can somehow give them the number. My phone number. Can we do that on the
Yeah,
phone?
sure. Give it to me.
My number is 803-243-0129. They can call me. Like I said, we have 157 churches that are involved. Most churches are in the area. So,
And any other churches may want to get involved.
oh yeah,
they
we'd
call
love to
you,
talk
right?
to them.
Yeah.
Love to talk to anybody that would like to get involved and
Sure.
do that and help out.
That's a
Great,
cool little thing, and it's a good family activity, good bonding deal for your family to give to others, especially at Christmas time. Took my son out. I said, we're only buying for girls this year, and that didn't go over well. But
Well, now
he's an expert on
do
hair
we have
ribbon now.
Do we have a limited time now that you've got to get these things out?
Yeah, the
say, for
National
holidays?
Collection Week is usually the week before Thanksgiving.
All right.
Right. Okay.
Well,
so
that's
they've got to
creeping
get
up
on the
us.
ball.
Got to
That's
get
right.
on the ball.
All right.
But make sure you deflate it.
Get on the soccer ball. That's right.
Yeah. What he said, stunning and brilliant. They're new to the show. Let's check out this video right now.